Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Honorable Speaker, sir, our nation is celebrating its 75th year of independence through the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. On behalf of the people of the state and this government, let me begin by expressing our gratitude to all those who made their selfless contributions towards the freedom struggle and those who have guided and served the nation in the last 75 years. We need to focus on our collective resolve and determination to shape the destiny of Bharat Mata in the journey up to 2047 to fulfill the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat of our Honorable Prime Minister. Honorable Speaker, sir, it is my privilege and honor of presenting the third budget of our government. The country has gone through challenging times in the last 2 years. We faced the second wave of COVID 19 from March 2021 for about 4 months. Our health infrastructure was stretched to its limit. Lives were lost to the pandemic, and the economic impact of the second wave was also deeply felt. But as the saying goes, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. We ramped up our health infrastructure, oxygen availability, and medicine supplies to meet their unprecedented challenge. We, the government and citizens, came together to support each other. Under the inspirational leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, the country has adopted a proactive and well calibrated response for fighting the pandemic. I express my gratitude to our scientists, doctors, and frontline workers for successfully running the world's largest vaccination drives. Honorable Speaker, sir, Haryana made strategic interventions to overcome the second wave of COVID and has effectively managed the third wave marked by the Omicron variant. The government effectively managed basic logistics with uninterrupted supply of food and other essential commodities to all, especially vulnerable groups. The government ensured proper availability of infrastructure, that is, quarantine facilities, testing facilities, and protective equipment. We have achieved about 97.2% recovery rate with a significantly low 0.08% fatality rate. The state government has successfully completed total 4.12 crore vaccinations and given 2.43 lakh precautionary doses. Sir, in the face of debilitating and cascading socio-economic consequences, we did not let go of our pursuit of economic growth. Various sector-specific initiatives and the Atmanirbhar Bharat stimulus packages provided necessary support to various sections. Government of India has taken several initiatives to put the economy on an accelerated economic growth path which the state adopted and followed. The central government has further pledged to chart the development path of the country in the next 25 years as the Amrit Kal on four pillars: inclusive development, productivity enhancement, energy transmission and climate action, and boost private and public investments to ensure growth and sustainable development. In my last budget, the government had crafted a vision for a resilient and resurgent Haryana on four key strategies: prioritization of key areas, creation of a medium term expenditure framework MTEF, reserve fund, outcome led growth, and focus on implementation. I take this opportunity to inform this august House that the government has accordingly taken many policy measures in the last 1 year. We prioritized health, education, and agriculture sectors, created a reserve fund of rupees 8585 crore to give impetus to infrastructure, mainstreamed the output outcome framework for all the departments, introduced the Parivar Pehchan Patra PPP, leveraged technology, and took several other measures to improve implementation and service delivery. The government has placed a major thrust on increasing capital expenditure. Capital expenditure projects undertaken in rural areas have increased manifold. This is reflected in the fact that disbursements in NABARD funded projects have quadrupled since 2014. We have accessed multilateral funding in signature projects such as the Haryana Orbital Rail Corridor. We have initiated critical projects such as the Rapid Rail Transit System RRTS, high speed rail from Delhi to Panipat and Karnal to Delhi to the Haryana border up to Shahanpur, Nimrana, Behror, SNB. The India International Horticulture Market at Gannor has been revived. Medical infrastructure has witnessed a quantum expansion. Major irrigation and micro irrigation projects have been initiated in a significant manner. We have ensured 24 hours electricity supply in 5569 villages. Honorable Speaker Sir, as per the practice over the last 2 years, I had requested all the honorable members of Parliament from Haryana and honorable members of this august House to give their valuable suggestions for the budget that have been appropriately incorporated in the budget proposals. I have also held consultations with 477 stakeholders from various sections of the socio-economic landscape such as agriculture, industry, manufacturing, services and real estate, education and health sectors, urban and rural area representatives for taking into account their suggestions given their experience and contributions to the economy. Repositioning Haryana's post COVID economy, the government has undertaken prudent fiscal measures in the midst of the COVID 19 pandemic to address the economic shock induced by the pandemic. The government has targeted its expenditure, including capital infrastructure investment, to boost aggregate demand in the economy despite a reduction in revenues. Such expansionary counter-cyclical fiscal measures, by and large, remain a major focus for economic recovery. I take this budget as an opportunity for Haryana to be at the forefront of the journey for India to contribute in the achievement of the vision for a $5 trillion economy given by the Honorable Prime Minister with an increased contribution of the state to the national economy from 3.4% presently to 4%. This strategy for a resilient Haryana is crafted predominantly based on prioritization of three key objectives: welfare of the poorest of the poor in the spirit of Antyodaya, increased productivity with effective income redistribution strategies, and creation of opportunities for unemployment and entrepreneurship. We have laid a special emphasis on increasing capital infrastructure investment to boost demand, which holds a key in speedy economic revival with multiplier effect. Our approach is marked by reinforcing decentralized governance and in strengthening citizen-centric economic growth and development. This budget proposes greater emphasis on strengthening fiscal decentralization to the PRIs and ULBs with an aim to make them Atmanirbhar in the long run.